tonight's dinner, some lamb cutlets. Put them in a bargain, which is the price I like. Now we had some leftover vegetables. I put some mushrooms, garlic, shallots, cream, a bit of mustard, tiny bit of mustard. It's going to be our vegetable dish. So let's see how it turns out. Lamb. What I did today was mix up some mixed grain flour into a dough, and now I'm actually going to, it's already done a proofing, so I'm just tipping it out. And all I really do is spread it out a little bit and get it into sort of a, well, oblong, nothing really complicated. And the idea is to, at the moment, just punch all the air out. That's what I'm doing, as you can see. So, because this will rise again after I've formed the buns, about another 45 minutes. So that's sort of what I'm doing. It's probably about, I don't know, ½ inch, 3/4 inch thick. Doesn't really matter, because you're going to roll this up into little rolls when you're finished. So I've just got the big knife. Every time I use a knife, I get comments on YouTube saying you make me nervous. I'm really old and I don't cut myself, mainly because the knives are very sharp. So what I'm doing now is I cut it in half, and now I'm going to cut it into 4s, and I'm going to show you how I roll it. You just fold it around itself, if you like. The idea is just to form a shape at this stage, and at the bottom I tuck it in, and then I will roll it after I get the other stuff out the way. A bit complicated. What do you think you're doing, son? So just on the palm of your hand, just gently roll it. You see what I mean about the knife? You can see people saying now, what are you doing? Little puppy dog in the top left-hand corner, if you look carefully. So that's one done. Now I'm going to do a few more to show you. Again, that's the other half that I cut, and I'm going to cut it into roughly equal 4 portions, because I'm making 8 rolls. Now these can be used for hamburgers or just whatever you like. But the idea of making fresh bread is not complicated. Didn't show you the start, but it literally just was 3½ cups of mixed grain flour, yeast, an egg, a little bit of sugar, a bit of salt, and some tepid water to get it going. And then you mix it in the dough mixer, because I'm too old now to mix it by hand, even though I can still do it. I just prefer not to. About 6 or 7 minutes, and then, as you saw when I first tipped it out, that's the result of leaving it for about an hour and a half just to rise. And now we're getting to the last one. Same thing, just pulling itself over itself and forming a sort of shape. Pinch the bottom, then use the palm of your hand to get a round type shape. And there you go. There are 8 ready to go. Now I've got to let these proof again for about another 45 minutes, I guess, roughly. And I just put a piece of cling film over the top, and I don't wrap it down. I just let loosely the cling film over the top. And when that's done, what I will be doing is probably making up an egg wash, which is just 1 egg and a tiny little bit of milk, a tablespoon of milk goes with that egg. And the idea here is just to give, at the end, before you put them in the oven, a little coating. Let's go back to my dinner. Tonight is yummy lamb cutlets, marinated, along with some leftover vegetables from our roast the other night. Some cream, garlic, onions, actually shallots I think, but still, how's it taste?
Yeah, it's always good.
And that's mine. Creamy leftover vegetables, rehashed, with some delicious lamb cutlets. That's what we had with dinner. after I've done this, I'll have to finish making those buns. Okay, the oven just went ping at 190 degrees Celsius. It's about 375 in the old language, and buns have risen for the second time. Now we're going to chuck them in the oven and come back in about 20 minutes to see what happened. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to get them out of the oven. They've been in about 22 minutes roughly at 375F and 190C. So there you go. Homemade. They're going to be hot. Homemade multigrain. I'll let them cool down. Might have one later. But it's not hard to do. And what do you think of them?
They smell awesome.
They're going to taste even better.
The top.
Anyway, for the whole video, our dinner and the buns, if you have been, thanks for watching.